Leave a like in the first 10 seconds or Pennywise the dancing clown will be in your room tonight. I wouldn't risk it, man. Make sure to smash that like button, also subscribe so he stays away from me for... Hello, what is up everybody? I am back with another video. Make sure to leave that like, hit that subscribe button. There's so much news that came out today from Wang. A lot of explaining how the new badges work. Some new stuff coming into current gen and next gen. We've got a lot of different stuff coming in, like... It's a lot of big news, so make sure to leave that like, hit that subscribe button. Let's get straight into it. So the first bit of news we want to look at is pie charts in current gen will be back, and there will be some new pie charts added to the current gen version. Current gen on NBA 2K21, get excited. New pie charts are coming your way. Hopefully there's more diversity to this, because I know most of the builds are like the same, like, you know, make a shot creator, stuff like that, but maybe with new pie charts, more rare builds, more stuff like that people can experiment with. That's the first bit of news from Wang. Now this is the best news I've seen from this morning. The speed glitch is actually gone in NBA 2K21 current gen and next gen, or current gen actually. So the speed glitch is gone. So all you bums that are speed glitch made are now... I've seen a lot of little kids in that crying and bitching about most of these changes because they can't exploit the game, and it's just sad to me. You know what I mean? If you can't play the game properly, your ass and speed glitch and ruin the game, so be it. But that's out of the game. That's another big bit of news to go ahead. Let's go on to the next part. The next part is, I don't know if this is a troll or not, but Wang has stated that anti-up is no longer in NBA 2K22. I don't know if this is 100% true or false. This guy has like, this is not the actual 2K intel on Twitter, so I'm really hesitant to believe it, but maybe anti-up is no longer in NBA 2K22. I really highly doubt it is, because a lot of people complain about it and there's a huge stage community, so I wouldn't take this fully 100%, but it's probably like 50% true that anti-up is no longer in 2K22. If it isn't, you heard it here first. Someone asks what badges have been removed from the game. The badges being removed are Heat Seeker, Highlight Film, Anti-Freeze, Deep Threes, Hot Shot, Ice in the Veins, Tireless Shooter is no longer in the game, that's a big one, Relay Passer, Clutch Defense, Heart Crusher, Hot Stopper, and Trapper. So the only badges that actually... So they finally got rid of Ice in the Veins. That's a huge W. Finally got rid of that. Anti-Freeze, ass. Highlight Film, it's okay. Heat Seeker's not very good. Now, with Hot Shot, there's a new badge that they actually have in the game. Hot Shot is now renamed to Takeover Booster. So it does the exact same thing as Hot Shot, but it's just a renamed badge. It's re-upgraded, reinvented badge. But these are the badges that have been removed from the game, which are pretty W. Most of them are, so no one really cares about them. Also, Mountain Dew is back in the game. If you played it in 2K18 or 2K... I think it was 2K18 that this was the main part of the game. 2K17 actually, not 2K18, sorry. 2K17, Mountain Dew was in the game. That was the best event in my opinion. It was a really good event. You lose like... You got a certain amount of points you gotta have. You lose them points, you're out. You got like to start with... You have to get to 20,000 points or something to get like top 10. I can't remember what it was. But it's a really, really good event, and it's one of the best events in the game they've ever created. So Mountain Dew back in NBA 2K22, which is some good news. The next thing we have here is someone said, I'm not hearing anything about rim protection. Is there any badges that help with that? Now, Wang also said Intimidator and Rim Protector are the two main badges for rim protection. So you knew on Intimidator last year on Next Gen was rendered useless. Now they've made it better. Paint defense is also in my top 5 in NBA 2K22 upgrades this season. Blocking is miles better than it has been in past. So the interior defense is buffed, so there won't be so many people dunking so easily in the paint and have all these glitchy moves in the paint, making the dunks too overpowered, the paint offense too overpowered. They've got rid of that and made it more balanced, which I like. But hey, what do you guys think about that bit of news? The next bit of news we have is someone asked how the alley-oop timing works. If you didn't know, alley-oop, you have to time your alley-oops when they go in now, so it stops people from rep boosting or cheesing with the alley-oop cheese. So he said the meter pops up while the pass is in the air. If you press the shot button too early, you'll miss the catch completely. If you stop it inside the window, you'll make the shot or have a good chance at least. If you don't press the button at all, you'll catch and come to the ground. So in recent time, if you don't press the button, you go to the ground anyway. So you want to have the time, you want to stop it inside the window, so you want to hit the... It's like when you're shooting a jump shot, right? You got the jump shot meter, and we'll hit that little line where the green is. You want to do that every time to make the shot. If you go in the white section, it's going to go in like 50% of the time. Depends on what your rating is with your layup rating or your dunk rating or whatever rating it goes. I might go off inside scoring. We don't know what it goes in close shot, but that's some big news there. So it stops people from cheesing with the alley-oops. Now the next bit of news we also have is anything new about screen. So this is the new screen system they have. The motion system did a lot of work to improve the navigation of screening, reduce the vacuum effect, improve resolution logic, and more. They feel much tighter now. So you won't be getting sucked into the screens. Screens won't be so overpowered that you can't go, when you go under them, you get sucked into them. You go over them, you get sucked into them. So that you can't just sit there and screen cheese all game. Because if you're a defensive type of player, defensive minded player, defensive type build player, you won't be able to, you'll be OP against screens. Screens will be rendered useless. And a lot of people are going to be crying about that. But anyway, I like that. They've been needing to do that since 2K17 when it was really overpowered. Next bit of news we have is dunk landings. There are dunk landings and wild dunk landings in the game. So the dunk landings, you probably have ones where you like walk over someone, you like talk trash in their ear, you, I don't know, push them over into the stand. I don't know, something like that. Like new dunk landings, that's pretty good W right there. Next bit of news is power arc. Is there a height cutoff for jump shots? If so, what is the maximum height a player can be obtained in the jump shot bases? There is still a height cutoff for some jump shots. 6'9" or under will get them all. So you want to have an under 6'9" player to have every single jump shot base. If you go over, you're only going to have the big man jump shot bases like this year. So it doesn't really change anything. But you want to be 6'9" or under if you want to be able to cheese with the jump shots. Next bit of news is, what ball handling do you need to have pro dribble moves in next gen? You want to have an 85 ball control. So just want to get 85 ball control like years past. So that's pretty easy, self-explanatory right there. Now VC transfers from current gen to next gen. So if you're playing current gen and you get a PS5 or an Xbox Series X later down the road, say next year, you can transfer your VC from current gen all the way to next gen, which is a major W. We need that. And anyway, just make sure you have the same account and you get your VC onto that account. Next bit of news is, so for paint shot contest, is only the blocking attribute like last year's next gen, or will it be a combination of interior defense and blocking attributes? For contests, we will use interior defense. In the paint, perimeter defense, outside this year, the block rating to determine how frequently you can make a contact with the ball. So the block rating actually means something this 2K. And perimeter defense actually means something as well. As I talked about, paint defense has been buffed. And it looks like perimeter defense has also been buffed. So defense all around has now been buffed. So our offense isn't so overpowered. And people can't bitch and complain about overpowered offense. Next bit of news is Steady Shooter in the game? Steady Shooter is officially out of the game. Thank God. Steady Shooter was a useless badge. It's only there just when you hit Legend, you want to try out some new badges, or you're bored and want to shoot 90% contested shots and maybe get a green or two. How was the floater this year, or is the mid-range game in general? Floaters are much more useful this year, and open mid-ranges are money, finally. Mid-ranges actually mean something in the game. So I love shooting the mid-range, especially off the dribble. So mid-range game being money is good. So people will be just cheesing. So if you want to cheese at the 3-point line and you're really good at shooting, want to step into the mid-range and drain them, because now shooting mid-range is always easy. But making it more easy is really good news. Our better steal animations are locked after a certain threshold is met for a steal rating. In new gen, so next gen, yes, the steal rating is much more important for steal success. So the steal rating actually means something again in this year. You see last year no one even cared about it. So if you want to get steals, you will need to have the steal. You maybe have a 25 steal playing like Gary Payton or Kawhi Leonard, stripping everyone like there's nothing. No. That's out of the game. You won't be able to do that anymore. That's pretty self-explanatory right there. How does the chef badge work? I'm going to show you the badges in a second. You've probably already seen them. I'm going to talk about them anyway. How does the chef badge work? Is this for fading threes or standing threes after you stop the dribble? It kicks in for actual off-dribble shots like pull-ups and step-backs, but will also work if you've been moving while stop and shooting. But you'll have to shoot within 1 second. So the chef badge, if you want to do a fadeaway three, a step-back three, a standing three, so once you do your off-dribble shots, and once you do your quick stop, so you do a quick stop, you're going to shoot within that second for chef badge to work. So you want to shoot as quickly as possible. It's not that bad. It's not really going to be, it's going to be overpowered, but if you can master it, you're going to be draining threes like it is nothing. The next bit of news we have, so if you have flexible and sniper, are you going to make a lot of whites or do they cancel them out? Flexible release is now out of the game. I like that badge, so that's a rip to that badge. But anyway, that is the flexible release badge is no longer in the game. What do you guys think about that? Now I'm going to show you This is the most important news from Mike Wang. There's more news on his Twitter, so go check it out and go to his tweets and replies. There's much more news on there. Now, before I end the video, these are the new badges if you guys haven't seen. We've got Limitless Spot Up, 7 seconds or less offense like Phoenix Suns with Steve Nash, Mismatch Expert, Chef, Fast Twitch, Grace Under Pressure, Limitless Takeoff, Mouse in the House, Unstrippable, Glue Hands, Hyperdrive, Quick Chain, Post Playmaker, Triple Threat Juke, Ball Stripper, Hustler, and the Menace badge, which is all you guys who haven't subscribed. If you haven't subscribed, make sure to subscribe so you're not a menace. And make sure you hit that like button. Anyway, guys, that is all the news from 2K from today and yesterday. The main bit of news, the main sections of news. So make sure to leave that like, hit that subscribe button, follow me on all my social medias. Catch you guys in the next video when 2K comes out, or the new park shit will come out next week. So anyway, guys, see you guys in the next one. Peace.